As you move from the presencing module to the crystallizing and prototyping module, just realize this is a very important transition, and I want to give you like 4 suggestions or 4 tips how you can frame it and make sense of it and really transition this journey well. Because transitioning from the presencing space to the crystallizing and prototyping space is actually moving up the U. So what is the first universal principle of moving up the U? It's not like, okay, so last week in presencing I figured out what I want to do and the rest of it now is implementation. So that's not what it is. What it is really operating on the right-hand side of the U is staying connected with source all the time. And in everything you do, it's kind of operating from that deeper connection to your source, to the source of your intention. So that's kind of the first principle, really, to think about it as something where what is presencing? It's essentially connecting to source, the source of our creativity. And as you now move more into the co-creative process, that's what you maintain. So that's number 1. Number 2 is staying with it. So what I noticed over the years is often when you work on the deeper levels of the open will, which is what presencing does, what's most important happens with a delay. Yes, right, when you come out of the presencing module, you may have some significant insights, you even may have a little bit of a breakthrough or something that clarified for you where you want to move forward. But often what's most important cannot be fully articulated in words as of yet, cannot be fully put into frameworks as of yet. And it requires a further space of allowing it to take shape, allowing it to emerge. So staying with it is encouragement to you to continue the process that you started in the presencing module by creating moments of intentional stillness that allow you to connect to these deeper resonances, that allow you to connect with what it was that was most essential and what and how that maybe want to take shape and manifest going forward. So staying with it is just a practice, right? It's what I learned is maybe most important. So sometimes, when you're a facilitator and when you go through your own process, you're at the end of this deepening process, and then now we move into action. So sometimes you can rush into that too early. So the stay with it principle, my second suggestion, is a suggestion to really give it a time, allow it to take shape at its own schedule. Number 3 is dialogue, right? No one can figure out the future alone, right? No one can manifest what's most essential for us alone. We need each other. So you need a dialogue partner. It can be your coaching circle, it can be someone else, right? Get 1 or 2, or get your circle of people who you are engaging with, right? In terms of what it is that's emerging for you. That's why we formed all these connections and all these groups in ULab. You can make use of that or outside of it, right? If you have other close relationships that can play that role of moving into a deep dialogue, which really is a space of deep listening and of thinking together. And the last one is not only to be in dialogue with each other, but in dialogue with the universe. What does that mean? It means that I open up, right, the dialogue, which is my openness to receiving messages, right, to deeply listen, not only to what a person in front of me is saying to me, but really to what life is conveying to me as a message through all my life experiences, including our relationship to nature, including kind of listening in a forest, including listening to a tree, kind of immersing yourself in a landscape. So all of it. So include, Mother Nature in your dialogue, but dialogue with the universe really means inclusive of all our life and work experiences, and opening up and being more aware of the questions you're holding and what it is that's coming back to you, maybe as a message or as a response from your own life experience and from your own experimentation. Yes, it includes kind of many other peoples you are having conversation with, but it also goes beyond the merely spoken word.